thanks to the support as a channel member, Russ Eddy. Oh, folks, thank you very much for the support on the series so far. You have been doing wonderful things, and that first episode got to 5,000 likes, so you are going to be getting a bonus episode over the weekend, so make sure you keep an eye out for that. I know I don't normally upload main series videos at the weekend, but you're getting one this weekend because you've been good, so thank you very much. And if you want to keep the likes and the thumbs ups coming in, the more the merrier. Definitely helps the series. Thank you very much. Hello and welcome to part 4 of Wembley to Wembley. I'm Kevin. Coming up on today's episode, we have a couple of league games for you. We're away against Wokingham and at home against Chalfont St Peter. Since you were last with me, we did win a league game. We beat Milton United in the league, but then lost to Hilltop. Did beat Coggeshall in the FA Vars, so we do still have one potential route to Wembley open to us this season through the FA Vars, but got knocked out of the Cherry Red Records Premier something on penalties against Rayners Lane. So with just a couple more league games played, this is where we sit, 15th in the league, 8 games played, 8 points on the board, 6 points outside of those playoffs, and a few disappointed noises starting to come out of the board. So we do need wins. Wins are very important. We've had to do that little run of games without Dom Pearce, who has been injured again. He is now fit today to play 75 minutes, so will be coming back into the team, but I think we're going to stick with the 4-2-2-2 that we've been using without him, because I think Garrick and Warren together have played better than any one of our strikers have played on their own. So I think we're sticking with that system. We're off to Wokingham. Wokingham are 7th in the league. Sorry, Wokingham and Embrook. Let's go and have a look. So if, like me, you have no idea where Wokingham is, it's here. So quite the way outside of the M25, actually. I assumed all of our matches were going to be focused around sort of northwest London or West London, but no, we are way out basically in Reading for this game. And this is Wokingham, and here is Wokingham and Embrook, which, I mean, it's a playground. Let's have a little bit of a closer look at it. But is that a train track? I was trying to plop the little man on the train track. That's a bad idea. Don't plop on the train track, boys and girls. Oh, this area's got money. Look at these houses, very, very nice, and you can just about see the football pitch through the gate there. Here we go. We can have a proper look from here. I think that's our best angle in. But yeah, these are some nice houses. There doesn't look like there's very much to this football ground. We're gonna geoguesser our way up here and get around this corner and see if we can get a better look. Here we go. Wokingham and Embrook FC. Can we see the sign properly, please? So it's the Embrook Sports and Social Club, home of Wokingham and Embrook FC, and also Embrook and Bearwood Cricket Club, CC. All senior home games played here on Saturday afternoons. Well, there you go. Now we know. We can have a little look through the gate. The bar's open, apparently. I wonder if they take that sign down when the bar is closed. It looks more like a cricket club than a football club, but I am assured there is a football pitch in there somewhere. Doesn't seem like much sign of it. I think based on the, there's the playground. There's a goal, look. This is literally just a park and a cricket pitch with a couple of goals on it. I think you're standing on grass for this one, boys and girls. And with facilities like that, this is a team that should be beatable. So this is the team we're sending there. It's Whelan's in goal. And back for a Black, Obama, Kinworth, Nielsen and Turner. Josh Turner is another one of our 16-year-olds. We pulled him up out of the youth team. He started the last couple of games at right back for us. It allows Nielsen to play at centre back, who is our other good defender. So although he can play right back, it makes sense to get our two best defenders both playing centre back. So expect to see more of Josh Turner as time goes on. Brush and Smith as the DMs. Ben Smith is trying to learn to play as a defensive midfielder. It's not going great for him, but this system seems to work better. We could potentially go to like a 4-4-2 and stick Hamilton on the left and somebody else out on the right. We've got a couple of right wingers that we don't really use. The only problem is it doesn't get the best out of Pearce, and Pearce Pearce has been great. Hamilton's been great in this role as well. He's been our best player, 7.24, 5 goals. So I don't really want to move those two from there. So it's more a case of shuffling everyone else around to fit the 2 best players in. And then we go for Garrick and Warren up front today. Garrick, who came into the team in the last episode and scored, has scored again since then, and looks like the only striker we've got with any kind of sensible goal return at the moment. James Warren, 2 goals from 8 starts. And then Canerva, who's on the bench, he's got 1 goal from 7 appearances, although only 2 starts in the league, 4 in the cup. So I'm maybe being a little bit harsh on Canerva. His time will come again. He is young enough. We need to be very careful of Pearce. We don't want to overuse him. Also worth noting as well, we've brought up another youth team goalkeeper who has played a couple of matches. He's not on the bench today, because who puts a goalkeeper on the bench when you've only got 5 subs? But he's called McLean, and we have played him a couple of times. I got very upset with Whelan's after what happened in the last episode, and did play a 16-year-old in goal. He was actually playing in that one league game that we won, but Whelan's is back in because it seems like the sensible thing to do to have a grown-up in goal. I just like to have an option there to threaten him with. The other guy, Balogun, who was the greyed out player, he's rubbish. Garrick has got himself into one of the channels here, though. If he can find a cross, we could open the scoring. Garrick, it's very overhit, but Turner puts it back into the danger area. Hamilton can't get a header on it. Black wallops it back in, and there's James Warren to grab the opening goal. I mean, that was like a game of tennis being played across the pitch there. It was just looping from one side of the pitch to the other, but it does end up in the back of the net, and that's the important thing. Turner does really well there, because he's not taking a touch to control that. He's just put it straight back in the danger area, and Black then does the same thing, and that's a good finish from Warren. I've criticised his goal return pre-match, and he's turned up there and done a decent finish. Maybe we are slowly but surely starting to come good. It pains me that we're doing it with the system that caused me so many headaches in non-league to legend, but at the end of the day, if you can't beat them, join them. Maybe this is the tactic for FM24. Who knows? That'll really upset the people with the 4-2-3-1 is the overpowered tactic narrative. I am sorry, but this one might be better. Although we are, take that with a pinch of salt, we are 18th in the league, so up to 14th at the moment. So it's not loads better, but I do think our squad is a little bit rough. They've got the big boss man up front off of 80s wrestling. That's exciting. They're also playing a flat back 6, which is very disappointing, although I imagine they've looked at us playing a front 4 all central and figured, right, let's get some defenders to try and handle these guys. That's a very fruity corner for this level. I don't know how I feel about that. Goodness me. When are we going to start doing stuff like that? We've got a set piece coach, for goodness sake. Right, Hamilton with space to run into here. And can he find the pass for Garrick? He can. He releases Garrick into this left-hand channel again. Garrick just needs to drill it across the area. He's overhit it again. The boy needs to learn to cross, because Warren is stood there, unmarked in the 6-yard box. Just kick it hard across the face of goal. You don't even need to put it in the air. Just drive it across the face of goal and let it hit somebody. It's one of the most basic skills for a striker. He seems to have that natural ability to drift into those channels and find himself the space, but then doesn't know what to do with it when he gets there. The boy needs some coaching. I'm going to have to buy a tracksuit, and I don't care for it. My word, we've had one shot and we're winning. We are doing to Wokingham what several teams have done to us so far this season. There's a team called Chalfont. That's Chalfont St Peter. We're playing them next. I was going to say, if they're actually called Chalfo, that's a great name for a football team. But no, they're not called Chalfo. It's just a weird football manager abbreviation. I imagine in no real life league table have they ever been abbreviated to Chalfo. Maybe I'm wrong. If you're a Chalfo fan, I am sorry. I'm just questioning whether that's really what you call yourselves. 1-0 at half-time, still just the one shot on target. Wokingham banging on the door, but at the moment we're keeping them at bay, which is jolly nice. Turner with the effort from range, and Josh Turner, we talked about getting him in the team. We've got him in the team. He got an assist in the last game, was an instrumental part of the goal that we scored earlier on in this one, and the 16-year-old right back has just scored a worldie. 2-0 to Wembley. Wonderful stuff. Well, I never. I think we've got a bit of a star on our hands there. We've finally got a couple of decent fullbacks. We just had to go rummaging in the youth setup. Kev's football mouth. I almost got my own name on there. Ted's tip of the day. Kev's tip of the day. Kev's Football Manager tip of the day. At this level, ignore star ratings entirely. Just play players in their right position. Don't be playing players out of position. Get players in the position they're good at. And it doesn't matter how good they seem, they'll be quite good. It needs cleaning up. It's a wordy tip, but I stand by it. Right, Pierce has done his 70 minutes. He can come off. We'll bring Sean Martin on for him. Smith is just we don't have anyone else who can play that role. Obama Kimwa, again, I'm not going to take him off unless he's broken. We will take off Garrick, who's not had the best of days. Canerva can come on, who certainly prefers to play in that poacher role. And I really want Canerva to work out, so we are going to keep giving him as much game time as possible. I mean, ultimately, we don't really have much of a choice because we can't make any transfers until the season is almost over anyway. So we are going to be forced to get the best out of these boys that we've got here at the start of the game. And once again, we've given away a penalty. It seems to be in every... And a red card! Oh, lovely! Oh, that's terrific, that is. Right, I guess we take off Warren because we've just brought Canerva on. And then Antwi can come on to play centre-back. And we go to just Canerva up front, which, I mean, he struggled with that when he was doing it before. But I've just talked about how Nielsen was one of our two good defenders and we needed to get him into his best position. And his response is give away a penalty and get a red card. I mean, he must have killed the man, because I thought there was a double jeopardy thing now. It's double jeopardy unless it's serious foul play, isn't it? Or words to that effect. So for him to get a straight red and give away a penalty, he's broken that man in two. Which, well, it just wasn't necessary in this situation. And now we've got just the narrow 1-goal lead to defend with 10 men. And now Black's been sent off. Oh, for goodness sake. It's been our first good away performance we've had in the entire save, and we're just crumbling. I don't know what to do here. We've used all our substitutions. We're down to 9 men. I guess do we just go without... I mean, Obama Kimwa can go there. Do we do that? Maybe we put him as a wide... Can we not make him a wide centre-back? Can we trick it into letting me make him a wide centre-back? Can we make him a wide centre-back, then move him back again? No. There's no tricking Football Manager anymore. It's very frustrating. So Brush could drop back into a back four. That's probably the thing we should do. Do that. And then maybe drop him back as well. And sort of do that. Oh. We're down to 9 men. What do you want from me? We're still on a positive mental. We should probably drop that to balanced, shouldn't we? Oh, this is a disaster. They've still got more men behind the ball than we have, though. They're absolute cowards. But it's going to pay off for them. Oh, dear. This is... The first half of this game was going so well. If we manage to hold on here... Oh, someone's being played out of position in these circumstances. Brilliant. Thanks for your feedback, assistant manager. That's really helpful. You couldn't work on a system that maybe works for 9 men. No, you're just going to tell me that the guy who I know is playing out of position because I put him there, you're just going to tell me he's playing out of position. Thanks. You've been a big help. How do you sack an assistant manager? Oh, my word. Saved by the post there. There is 4 minutes left and we are still clinging on. We've had 3 shots on target, scored 2 of them, had 2 men sent off. I'm going to be a little bit upset when they get their 95th minute equaliser. Here it is, look. Oh, my word. Right, give me the final whistle now. Rev, you've been against me all day long. Now I'll take a final whistle, please. I don't know how we've held on there. What an incredible performance from the boys there today, apart from the 2 idiots who got sent off. But the ones who stayed on the pitch and won with 9 men, heroes. Nielsen is banned. Yeah, of course he is. Black is going to be banned as well. But that was great. We're up to 14th in the league. 11 points on the board. These guys are still disappointed with me. They're not mad. They're just disappointed. And now we pay Chalfo. Let's go and sort Chalfo out. So 2 changes for Chalfo. both forced. Black and Nielsen both suspended. So Antwi comes back in at centre-back, and the other youngster, the young left-back, Matthew Roberts, who we brought up from the youth team, he comes in at left-back. Otherwise, same 11. This time, Dom Pearce can supposedly do a full match. So hopefully he manages to, although he's not fully match fit. Neither is Roberts. Chalfont St Peter have had a good start to the season. They're up in second in the league. So this is going to be tough opposition. But if we're going to start to move up there and start challenging for these playoffs, these are the kind of matches where we need to pick up a win. And you never know, if we can keep 11 players on the pitch, we always stand a chance. We're only 4 points behind Wokingham at the moment, who we've just beaten. So, you know, we can very much mix things up at the top half of the table. We just need to start getting a little bit of a run of form going. So Pearce plays it out to Antwi, and now Smith playing it into Garrick, who's managed to stay central. And when he stays central, he scores. We just need to keep that boy between like the width of the 6 yard box. If he varies too wide beyond that, he doesn't know what to do. But if you keep him narrow, he does. I mean, he's a good finisher. That's a lovely finish again. That's 1-0 against one of the better teams in the league. And if we manage to pull this off, we might even have a less grumpy board at the end of the episode, because that leaves us just 2 points outside of those playoffs in the top half of the table, which, I mean, if you'd have offered me that at the start of the season, 10 games in, you can be in 10th, 2 points outside the playoffs. Yes, please. I'll have me a bit of that. So let's try and hold on, keep Chalfo at bay. And I mean, it's the wonder tactic, the super tactic, where it does seem to, I mean, it does wonderful things. But it is Chalfo on the attack here. If we could, look at that that's Dom Pearce. I thought that was the youngster Roberts, the left back. That's Pearce coming all the way back there. He's supposed to be an attacking midfielder. Garrick, once again, demonstrating he's come wide. Absolutely no idea what to do. Although he has come wide again there and done a tackle. Everyone's helping Roberts out today. I like it. We're a real team. Now George Brush at the base of the midfield to Pearce, and now Warren back to turn. Look at us knocking the ball around. Ball over the top for Warren. Warren's in, squares it to Garrick. That must have been offside. I don't think there's no flag up. We're 2-0 up. Lovely, lovely, lovely. I mean, Warren, I would have expected him to have the shot here, but he's unselfishly played that across to Garrick. And another demonstration that if you give the ball to Garrick in shooting range, he is a finisher. We might have a strike partnership starting to form here between Garrick and Warren, both over an 8 for today. 2 goals for Garrick, an assist for Warren. It's all looking very, very good. We're up to 8th in the league as it stands. We're going up. I mean, we're still a long way behind Rayner's Lane, but I think we actually have a tactic that works, an 11 that seems to be working. And Garrick's got a hat-trick. Oh, that would have been nice if that had gone in as I say that. He nearly got a hat-trick. Roberts trying to get the cross over. It was a corner, so we're going to get ourselves a set-piece opportunity. It's going to be Turner to take, the young right-back, taking the in-swinger at the near post where Hamilton is there, but he can't keep his header down, and it remains 2-0. Wemb versus Chalfo. They've not had a shot on target yet. They were 3rd in the league. They were 2nd in the league at the start of the episode, and we've got 2 defenders suspended, and they've not had a shot on target yet. This has been a very, very good performance from us again today. Smith, playing out of position again, I might add, releases Garrick in the wide areas. He doesn't know what to do here. No idea. He's played it back to Hamilton. Pearce has been brought down in the area. That's a penalty kick. And this is the opportunity for Garrick. Garrick for his hat-trick. Come on. Oh, it's starting to come together. A 5th goal of the season for Lincoln Garrick. And I'm smiling towards the end of an episode. I think that might be the first time that's happened in this series. We have something that's working at the moment, and I'm very proud of myself, because in all my years on YouTube, normally in this situation, I would sign players to get myself out of trouble. I'd sign players to work with the tactic that I was going to use anyway. I forced myself into not being able to. See, I do listen to feedback. I've forced myself into not being able to, and we've managed to mould this group of absolute numbskulls into something that seems to be working at the moment. We're going to take take Pearce off again, just gently get him back into the team. Josh Turner on a yellow card. We've played Smith at right back a few times this season. He is actually training to play right back, just so we've got him there as another option. Somehow, Chalfont have moved back up to second in the league, despite... Oh, there you go. Reading have moved back above them again. Because they were third going into this match. If they can lose and move up in the league, that's quite impressive. Right, I think we get Canerva on for the last few minutes. Just to get some game time for him again. Give him 10-15 minutes at the end of the match. Warren can come off. Garrick's had a lovely day, but let's see if he can have a lovely day with Canerva. Just finish things off with... I mean, I'd love a Canerva goal here. That would make this the perfect episode if our young 16-year-old future superstar striker could grab a goal today as well in front of the bright lights and the cameras. Oh, for goodness sake, we're going to throw the game away, aren't we? Kevin Smith, we brought on to play right back, gives away a penalty, and from 3-0 up, we are throwing it all away, and I'm going to look like a silly goose. I did a big victory speech a minute ago. It's 3-2, with still about 10 minutes of the match to play. Please, boys, you managed to hold on with 10 men in the last match. Don't make me look like a wally in front of all these people. They were on the verge of saying something nice about me in the comments, and now we're throwing it all away. Come on, no more highlights now. Should we go very attacking to make sure that we don't get any highlights? We have managed to hold on. We've made both of those games far more complicated than they needed to be. It should have been 2 straightforward victories based on how we played for the first 45 minutes of each match. But importantly, it is 2 victories, and apparently someone's reversing out there to celebrate. 2 victories puts us up to 9th in the league. The board are satisfied. That's all I ever wanted, to satisfy... Looks up name of chairman. I wanted to satisfy John, and I have. If you enjoyed that, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos. Don't forget, bonus one out over the weekend. It'll probably be tomorrow. I haven't decided yet. I'll look at TV football fixtures before deciding where to put it. And thank you very much for watching.